Defiance versus Fear Potential game, a matchup that all of the fans at home have been waiting to see. We didn't catch Fear Potential the last time that we had an on-stage event, but here we are, 37-36, Fear Potential versus Defiance. Defiance goes back up by 1.
And, of course, we talked about Defiance early on, how they barely escaped in that first round, but they're looking to bounce back and move on to the next round. Fear Potential, or as you like to call them, No Potential, which I think is just disrespectful. They're looking to hang in there. We got to go ahead and see if they're able to go ahead and take care of the favorites, the heavy favorites that so many folks are expecting to win this tournament.
Green too nice into the mid-range. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Whole third quarter starting to wind down here. Reese, couple crossovers. Can't get to the rim. Nice block there from Crown. And here we go, a massive fourth quarter. Chat, can you guys, or excuse me, Fox, if you're in the chat, which game is this? I know that Defiance at least won game 1.
Yeah, I mean, that, and while we figure that part out, you had Crown. I mean, I was outside. You were outside hanging out with me. They were just going at each other. You had Crown going at Hezzy, and, of course, you had Green Too Nice going back and forth with Bumpy Don. I mean, it was just chaos out there to the point where, like, I was, camera's out. So World Star, what up?
So this is game 2. Defiance up 1-0 in this series. They can close out the 2-0 sweep here, but not if Reese the God has anything to say about it. He'll miss that 3. And here comes Defiance. 1 point lead, a quarter to go until the final 4 on the PlayStation side awaits them. They almost got first rounded, and now here we are a couple minutes away from them sweeping their second round matchup. This Fear Potential team, a lot of talent. Would be a stunner to see them get swept.
And someone's telling me in the chat that you have Most Hated back in the fourth quarter with a big game. So our production team is on it. We're going to keep an eye on all the games, and if we need to go to a double box or whatever the case may be, whichever game is the closest and close to also finishing the game itself, we'll go ahead and put that on for y'all. No question about that.
You know, I'm going to make a lead caster call here. Production team, let's go 2-box here, because it sounds like we might have 2 series deciding fourth quarters going on at once right now. And you know me, Indy, I love the double box. I know you can't see all that well, but I got you. I'll keep you up to date with these scores. 46-42 on your right, 42-37 on your left. We are double calling these games. 3:30 on your left, about 2:30 left to go on your right. That Above It All team is really grinding it out against Most Hated. Boxy over to Book on the left side. Can't get the green to go. Going the other way. Here comes Above It All. That'll be a timeout.
Just so we're clear, I can see the score on a double box. It's the names that I have trouble with. All right, you know what? I'm going up there.
You're going to go out there?
No, not out there.
You're going to mobile call.
I'm just going to move a little bit closer to this 50-inch TV. There we go.
The series on the right side is Most Hated versus Above It All, one of our Xbox Elite 8 matchups, a Final 4 spot on the line. CB13 leading that Above It All team. No other league players, though. He does have O'Leary, who's a former league player, but I would say a from the roots roster, from the ground up roster on the Pro-Am side. Been fascinating so far. They're up 48-42 on your right. Shot from the corner. That one's going to miss. Nice board there from Larry.
Yeah, not only was it a miss, but it was also a contested shot. I think that was in the 20s, if not more. Again, can't read.
Charlie gets to the rim, throws it down. 50-42 now, an 8-point lead early.
Did a great job not to just go at the defender, but went around him to go ahead and get the easy bucket.
On the left side, 7-point lead now for Defiance, looking to close that one out. Bougie on the right side, trying to cut into this 8-point lead. Pull up 3, got the crab, got the green. Big time shot from Bougie. His hot streak today continues.
Man, Bougie is one of those individuals that I don't know if this year is his year. Do you disagree with me? To me, it's not his year.
I think him switching to shooting guard means that it's much more likely to be his year. Because he played point guard all the time, and now he switched to shooting guard, and he's dominating this event. I told you, when one of these shooting guards is going to catch fire and get drafted because of this weekend, maybe Bougie ends up being the guy. But Charlie gets that one to fall. Wow, that was lucky. Looked like the dunk got blocked, but it falls in anyway. 7-point lead on your right, 4-point lead on your left. Glenn for 3. That's not going to go. Nice board from Hezzy. We're going the other way. Gets the 2 to go. 2-point lead now and a 4-point lead on your right. We got 2 close ones to close out these series.
Yeah, and I'm a little double box. My eyes are about to be cross-eyed at this point. The reason I ask about Bougie is simply because I feel like if he does go and get drafted, he's going to have the community support that I feel like a bag motion had, right? Everyone rallying around him, being happy for the guy. I know I definitely would be if he went ahead and got drafted. So wish him the best of luck in this process. And that's Vector, another individual who's been coming up the rankings, now getting a chance to play next to CB13.
Yeah, made a big name for himself last year, has been climbing up the Pro-Am scene. This is a big opportunity for him. Ado also playing the power forward spot. Big opportunity for him. He's trying to get into the league as well. On your left, 2-point lead for Defiance. Crown down to Stick. Can't get it to go. Nice defense there from Fear Potential. They have a chance to tie or take the lead. On the left side of your screen, SIGS has it. Point guard for Hawks Talent GC. They got the #1 overall pick. Who will they be pairing with him in Atlanta? SIGS, crossover, trying to get to the right side. Nothing there. Green too nice. A step in. Goes for the dunk. Can't get it to go, and it's a rebound by Crown.
I thought that bounce was going to go in their favor, but unfortunately it doesn't fall. And, of course, on the right side, you've got a 4-point ball game trying to get a steal. It's going to be a foul.
It's going to be a foul. Above it all, we'll go to the line there. Claude trying to extend this lead from 2, and that'll be a quick timeout. 56-51 on the right side of your screen. 57-51 now.
That one's practically over there.
Low scoring fourth quarter. 8 points to 7 points. Defiance to Fear Potential here in our final quarter. Possibly the final quarter of the tournament for Fear Potential. Gets it out to Crown. Shot clock winding down. Out to the corner for 3.
Beautiful.
Gets the green. Love the 1-2, and it's a 5-point lead.
Beautiful dot there. Made it seem like he was going to cut, then walked it right back to the 3-point line, and Crown got it to him.
Big time shot, and on your right, it looks like Above It All is going to take that series 59-51, a 40-burger for CB13 as the man of the hour leads them to the Final Four. We mentioned on our pregame show yesterday that if Charlie was going to get hot, he could lead them all the way to the top. And 41-point performance, that's the way to do it. Let's see how they close this one out. SIGS trying to get to the rim, nothing there. Down low, and it's picked off. Nice defense there from Defiance. They can close out this series right now. Stick. Gives it off to Claude. About a 19-second differential between shot and game clock. They can end it with a 3 here. Claude cuts left. Has Crown down low. Great pass out to Ready. You bet.
Man.
Big time pass from Crown. They call him Jokic for a reason.
What a find there. Had the smart decision not to just go to the right corner as a first, time center would do. Your first read would be that right corner, but he made the smart decision to go to the second read, which is that right hash, and found the open man, his teammate, his former teammate, in Ratty.
That is game. Big time shot there from Glenn. And this Defiance team, who was about 1 rebound and 1 putback away from being first rounded, now will see themselves going to the PS5 Final Four. Fascinating stuff.
Thought he could have passed that one a little bit earlier. Got it to a little bit late, but doesn't matter though.
Not sure
just
why
got to hold on to the ball,
but that's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it's
a 6-point ball game, free throws. You know what I mean? You're fine.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. Timeout here, 52-46. That's going to do it for this series. So we just wrapped up 2 series, got the double box going. I think the double box was the right call there.
I agree.
With the 4. That was fun.
I agree.
We're jumping over to another game here. Slight Work taking on SubZero. 38-35 here. Sub's got the quick lead. Fab for 3 off the left side. He gets the green. Ties it at 38.
Now, this is going to be an interesting one. Obviously, Slight Work went ahead and took care of business in that first series, went ahead and swept the team by 20 points each game. But this one, obviously, being a bit much difficult of a matchup.
Fox, is this game 1 or game 2? As seldom misses that dunk. Rebound by Jolo. Here comes Slight Work. Jumper gets the jump. Makes it a 2-point lead. Where's Bright Lights? Josh Stacks. Bright Lights is getting ready to pay on the big stage. We will see them in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we're waiting for their games to go ahead.
So this is game 2. Slight Work won game 1 as Sub. Big shot from Merck, and he hits it. Call him Birch, call him Merck, whatever you want to do. That was a nasty shot, and they got a 1-point lead heading to the 4th. Fab trying to take the lead back. Jumper gets the green. Big time shot from him, and they go back up by 2.
Hami trying to lock in a bet with Defiance if they go ahead and move on. Or, excuse me, that they did move on. I don't even know if I have to look at the bracket to know why he's doing that.
I wonder who he's going up against. Very, very excited for the Zero Gaming versus Bright Lights matchup. We're going to watch that one all the way through. People yelling at me, Fab, way downtown, can't get it to go. That one rims out, and it'll be a quick foul.
Hami, you forgot Ev's in the building, too.
43-41, Slight Work. They've been quietly dominating today, just kind of coming in, doing their business, and leaving. Very professional, workman-like performance so far from a Slight Work team full of veterans.
Mama Glow, I believe Breakout is about to start playing, or
yes.
they are playing, because when we walked back into the booth, we saw them getting ready. But we'll
to
try
my knowledge, they are going to start playing around the same time that Bright Lights and Zero Gaming start. We're trying to keep everything in a pack. I think we're actually waiting 5 minutes for the 3 o'clock hour, and we're going to start all the games that we have left, and then we're going to be done a little bit early today, because shout out to Admin Perry. He's been getting us through these games today, setting us up for a nice early night, maybe some NFL football, little playoffs, hit some Buffalo Wild Wings or something. We'll have a good time.
Hami, yes, you do stand corrected. However, Ev cannot stand tall.
Fab, down low to Ramo, the Rillo man. Back out the jumper, another 3. Gets the green again. That's his potential, India. When you let Jumper kind of be that off-ball kind of secondary ball handler, catch and shoot guy, he could be nasty for you.
Well, Jumper is somebody else who we talked about earlier that you need to go ahead and make a positive impact on your gameplay to impress coaches so that you can go ahead and have a shot at getting drafted this year. Right? I feel like he's had momentum in the past when he's played with a few pros in previous 2Ks, but just hasn't quite gotten over the hump to be in that top 10 type potential, even a first round or second round potential, just always seems to fall back out.
Fab with badge and a 3-point lead. Devious. Nice cut by Jumper and a nice find by Fab. He's still got that court vision that made him such a legend. 5-point lead now for Slight Work. Can Seldom and company respond? This SubZero team, we haven't really talked about them. They've got a pretty good roster. Seldom's on this team. Range is on this team. Merc on this team like we talked about. SVO on this squad is too.
Zero Gaming, authentic, but SubZero, you know.
There's Harvey, the Blazer 5 Gaming retained player. Played a ticky game with them. Looked quite good, so they decided to invest in him for Season 6. Yeah. Seldom. Still looking for his long-term home in the league. He puts up a contested midi. That's not going to go. Easy rebound from Slight Work. 3 minutes left, a 5-point lead. They have a big chance of pulling out this sweep.
You know, anytime I think of Merc, obviously everyone thinks of that shot out in Vegas. I'm not trying to bring that up for no reason, but it's like these are the moments where coaches are impressed or you just miss your opportunities. In these type of moments when you have those big shots, Mooch had a shot that he went ahead and took today to go ahead and take game 1, which messed with the mental of the opposing team, and Mooch and company were able to just walk away with it, right? So it's like this is truly an event. Which is why you have so many orgs here, which is why you have so many great coaches in the building, because they want to find that clutch player that not just makes the right call, but is able to help enable somebody else to make that clutch play as well.
Harvey on the right side, 2.5 minutes to go. Got to make a play. Cuts it back left. Nothing on the right elbow. Gets it back to Seldom. Shot clock winding down. They got to get something up. They are absolutely boxed right now. Slight Work is all over them, and Ramo gets the board. Slight Work looking to play a little bit fast, but Ramo will slow them way down. Gets it up to Fab. Fab in the half court. 15 on the shot clock. Little shake and bake with Ramo around the screen. Gets in the mid-range. Back out the Jumper. About to hit the 2-minute mark. Jumper. Goes to the left corner, has the fade, has the green. Wow. Big time shot from Jumper, and it's up to 8.
Beautiful shot there, man. And we talked to Fab earlier this morning, and we're like, hey, man, like, you know, with given your situation, you're still out here to hoop. And he's like, look, I just want to help my guys get in the league. That's all I want to do, and love that mindset from Fab.
Speaking of trying to get into the league, Seldom struggling a little bit here to break through this Slight Work defense. They are flying around right now. Look at the rotations. Look at the movements. Harvey to the rim. It's blocked. Big time play there coming in from Jolo. That's going to be plucked away. Slight Work will keep it, though. 1.5 to go. 8-point lead.
Slight Work looking to just go undefeated tonight. Having not lost a game today, I believe.
Nope.
I went ahead and swept the first one, 20 points apiece, and then some. Breakout is either currently playing or about to play. As soon as this game wraps up, we'll see if we can get you that gameplay. And, of course, we've got our main stage to take a look at as well.
Fab is absolutely knocking heads. 54-43, another big-time shot from the corner. He has been a maestro here in the fourth to possibly end this series. Jumper's going to get a go at it now.
Yeah. I mean, you had someone in the chat, Ayo Dope, I guess is how we're going with that. Seldom might have had the worst pre-draft of the year. We talked about this early on in the sense of, like, it's going to be unfortunate if he goes ahead and wins Amateur of the Year and does not get drafted.
Yes.
Right? I mean, and this is something I've said to him when we were outside. I was like, bro, you can't let that happen.
Exactly. Well, unfortunately, Slight Work is putting another nail in the coffin here. 56-48 now. We're under a minute to go. Production team, do we have any other games going on right now? If we do, let's toss up a double box. We do not have any other games right now, so we'll watch the end of this one. Ah, wonderful. Main stage game is about to cook up.